Welcome back, friends, to another Age of Mythology Extended Edition game. I'm going to be playing on Anatolia as Oranos versus Retardo. Love the username, brother. Who is going to be playing Isis. Now, I did not realize that this was a water map, right? I mean, I don't know if it's exactly like a huge water map, but it is a water map because there's fucking water and there's fish. So I just used a standard build. Now, at some point, it dawned on me, like the texture, I kind of recognized it from a, match that I watched. I was like, okay, maybe I should send an oracle out to see if there's any water here. But by then, it was too late. You're going to see that. I think this is the one I'm going to send over there. No, maybe it's the third one. At some point, you're going to realize that that oracle is going to detect, fuck, there's water here. And the only thing I'm hoping is that my opponent doesn't also realize that there's water here, which he doesn't. Thank God. I don't know how big. Again, I'm a really new player to Age of Mythology, to playing competitively, not just for fun. So I don't know how big of a boost controlling the water gives you. I'd love to know if anybody is more competent, more of a veteran player. Comment below how. Like, can you just ignore fish on a water map? You know, if I just go standard here, the standard play, and just try to attack them, is that the best use of my resources? You know, is that doable? Can you get away with that? Or do you have to go for water? Do you have to control one of these sides? Is it just too big of a boost to your economy, to your food, to not go for fish? I'd love to know if you know the answers for that. Comment below. So let's go back to Fog of War. I am just going to be opening with a very standard play. There's the oracle. He did spot the fish in the water, and he's like, fuck, okay. So now I'm like, well, I'm already kind of committed to this. So I'm just going to open as I normally do for a land map. Everything was a little bit delayed because I was trying to check to see if it was water, if I could see any water around me first. So my economy guild was a little bit delayed. My villager production, or citizen production, was a little bit delayed. Everything was a bit delayed. So now I'm kind of scrambling to catch up. See what our Isis player is doing. Putting down a lot of obelisks. He's just going to be putting down a ton of them. I think they're cheaper because you have Isis as your god. So he's just going to be putting a lot of these down. Continuing to make some villagers. Now what I'm thinking is, okay, this guy, like, number one, I'm hoping he doesn't realize this is a water map, because that would be advantageous for me. It would be on a level playing field. That would be cool. But number two, let's say he is going for water. Me going for a very aggressive opening would be to my best interest, because I would probably be aging up faster, and I'd be probably putting more pressure on him. So I'm thinking about becoming very aggressive in this match. When you're playing Oranos, I know you're supposed to be aggressive anyway, but like I'm really thinking about being super aggressive. Everything's very spread out here. This back gold mine, it is defended by a tower, which is kind of nice. A little bit delayed for the manor. I could have put that a bit sooner, but I didn't float a ton of gold there. That wasn't super bad. I'm gonna do it, or put it up just in time to get my citizen out without being housed. Continuing to scout using the oracles, trying to find my hunt. I didn't really become aware of this. I should have sent some of these over to this deer. As I said, I was scrambling. I feel like I was already at a disadvantage because I didn't realize it was a water map. I fucked up my opening. Should have went, for a build order for water. So I completely missed this patch of deer here. I'm not going to see that till much later. But I'm going to continue to eat these boar. And because I didn't already send some citizens over there to get the deer, there's going to be a lot of idle time regarding food when this boar runs out soon here. So that's my last citizen on food. Then this citizen's going to go to gold. Our ISIS player continuing to just make so many obelisks. Obelisks everywhere. He is going to see this as water. He never actually puts up docks, though. Thank God. Thank God. See, look, now I'm like, oh, shit, where's my food? Where's the food? I'm looking around. Now I'm going to the mini-map. I'm scouting all over. And I'm finally going to see the deer. There we go, yes. So now I'm sending them all to my deer. I'm going to put one onto food here in a second. Because I do have enough to age up, so it's okay. I'm going to finish making this last citizen for gold, then age up to Prometheus. I'm going to put one of these bad boys on berries, one on wood. One on wood, right? Wood. There we go. Because as you're aging up, that is what you're supposed to shift your economy to. Having 4 on food, 2 on gold, and 2 on wood, I believe. Oracles oracling. It's crazy how feeling behind just like really psychs you out. So I feel like I'm rushing. I feel like I'm constantly behind in this match, and I make a lot of errors. So I do win. He ends up resigning. I have no idea why. I feel like he was winning, to be honest. So I count this as a loss, even though I won. And we're just going to break down some of the mistakes as a learning lesson. I think it'll be very productive for both yourself, if you're a new player, and me. And hopefully it's entertaining as I break it down. If you're a more of a veteran player looking on this newbie starting to learn the ropes. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job at moving my oracles around. Where's the other one? Yeah. Not letting them have too much idle time. I'm going to immediately want to use this wood citizen to toss up a military barracks and a counter military barracks. Even though my intention was to become very, very aggressive, I did spot his villagers eating this deer here, so I'm going to try to hit this spot. Even though I knew I was supposed to be aggressive, set that intention, I'm going to be a little bit delayed in that as well because I feel so behind, and I'm just kind of scrambling. And I haven't really stabilized mentally. There's a counter barracks, or military barracks, excuse me. Should be training Mermillo any second now. There we go, yes. Our friend is aging up through Anubis. Interesting choice. Some Terma coming out now. Come on. I forgot to get hand axe while I was aging up. That was a little bit of a blunder as well, but I just finished getting it. Where's the Terma? There we go. Terma's starting to train now. Very nice. I've been playing around with getting alluvial clay kind of early, just so it's out of the way, because I like to put a lot of pressure with the Prometheans in the early age. I'm getting husbandry just because I have so many goats. Not a ton, but, 7, right? Decent amount. That's about 20% left in that. I should be valoring up and pushing now. There's the alluvial clay upgrade, which makes Prometheans stronger. Them and their offspring have more health points. I'm going to be attacking this position and putting my rally point over here as well. There's the age up for Isis. He's going to be putting down his serpents right here. Now, I thought this was just weird. Like, is he just trying to kill my oracle? But he was actually a little bit more cunning than I gave him credit for. He was pushing to do this get this town center up. And I could have stopped this if I just came down and checked that out, but I didn't realize the significance of this. I feel like he was wasting his god power, but he was actually using it pretty intentionally. I don't know where he's going with this. Is he trying to avoid being seen by me? I'm not sure. I think he was being clever by hiding his villagers down here. Nice play by him. And then using these to distract me and pull my army away. Just very, very clever. Yeah, very, very clever. I take the bait. I go chasing it. I am housed right now, which is fucking terrible. I'm going to correct that mistake here in a second. And put up an extra manor as well. Just because it's like, oh my god, so much of a hassle. Come on, where's the manor? Put it up. Somebody put a manor up. Pushing in, just trying to deny him his obelisk vision. Still housed. Oh, so terrible. I could be putting way more pressure on. But wasn't fucking housed. Now, I am gonna spot this town center, and I'm like, oh shit. Still housed. Finally, the manor goes up. I'm like, fuck. And then I put up another one just because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. These should not be attacking the granary. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm kind of scrambling. Maybe I haven't caught the town center just yet. Even though I have vision of it, I don't know if I noticed it just yet. I think now I catch wind of that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to try to be putting some pressure on. I see that his pharaoh's moving out, so I'm going to want to come down this way to cut him off and try to deny him setting up a mining camp here. Now, what I should be doing is switching into Prometheans because I need to use their crush damage. They have 5 crush damage, and it's multiplied against buildings. I don't know what that the multiplier is or how much extra damage it does against buildings, but that's going to allow me to really rip through this town center. Now, the other thing I should be doing is taking off like 4 Terma and just coming up and trying to find where he is harvesting gold and so much gold, my God, and getting food and just trying to harass. Now, I don't do that. I thought about it, but I just saw that he has so much army that I just wanted to keep everything together. This was an error. I should have taken these 4 Terma and then started scouting out the map and trying to find where the hell he is getting his gold, where he's getting his food, and just trying to harass. Continuing to build up my economy, getting the pickaxe, getting the upgrade for medium Murmillo, wanting to put some pressure on. I know how much of a boost a town center gives you, and I'm wanting to punish this. I'm kind of unsure of myself. I don't know exactly what to do here. And that's also giving me a lot of like stress and anxiety. I'm like, fuck, what is the right move? I don't know what the right fucking move is. So I'm like, okay, I need Prometheans, that's for sure, if I'm wanting to take this town center down. I should also be using, look at how much term I have. I have so many terma. I just took 4 of these, just roamed around, scouted, saw what is up to, did some harassment. And I thought about doing this here for a second. I take way too many off to the side though. Way too many there. Rally points kind of fucked up. I'm now going back to train more citizens and just kind of see what's going on with my economy real quick. I'm housed yet again. I don't know if I have enough to build another one. I'm thinking about grabbing a town center of my own. I don't have enough resources just yet, but I'm thinking about that. That's why my attention was diverted and I lost a shit ton of military here. Just taking town center fire, not having enough, like just bad. Like, I just shouldn't be taking this fight. Just needless loss of resources. Now regrouping my whole army here because I saw he has a lot of slingers. And I'm wanting to take this fight yet again. I don't think this is the best idea in hindsight. But I'm like, fuck it, okay. Let's use the Terma, come over, start picking off his slingers, and then take more Murmillo and try to kill his Pharaoh. Use the Prometheans to start doing some crush damage to the town center. Use a nice little shockwave, displace the slingers. Continuing to fight, but I'm just losing a lot. I'm dealing some damage, but it's just, you know, doesn't feel good. So now I'm like, okay, losing a lot. I need to back out here in a second. Yeah, there we go. Lost a lot. Had some extra rally points. Or my rally point was fucked up, so I had some idling military. So this doesn't feel good. I don't like him having this. Finally have enough to put up the town center. I'm getting the upgrade for medium archers. What does he have? Does he have medium? He has medium slingers already. regular spearmen, but medium slingers. So he's doing a good job at also matching my my military upgrades. Now I'm just kind of like, fuck, what do I do? I should be taking Terma, should be harassing, because look what I would find. First I would see he has an armory, so he's thinking about aging up. I'm also thinking about putting down an armory myself at this point to try to focus on aging up. Yep, there's the armory going down. And I'm also thinking about getting more economy upgrades, I believe. Coming back in to re-engage. I just see he has a lot, and I'm like, fuck, I can't take this fight. What's the answer here? Not sure what to do. There's now his food. Like, this would be perfect to raid. Perfect. And I could be denying all this vision, just taking down these obelisks at the very least with 4 Terma. I don't think 4 Terma is going to make or break a battle, especially when I have some shockwaves still. Instead of going for the next stage, I like to get some more economy upgrades. I feel like going to the next stage probably would have been more of a helpful idea. I think that would have been the better option here. I'm going to have this town center here in a second, but here's the thing. I feel like he's in a really good spot. But he decides to resign here. I would have aged up through Hyperion to get Chaos and the Satyrs, and that would have helped me take this, I think. I would have put down a palace like right over here to deny this gold mine, and also start pumping out destroyers mixed with Arcus, and that's what I need to that's what I really need to be thinking about in these situations. Like, yes, now I'm like, I need to raid. I always need to be raiding. Control group, 4 fucking Terma, 5 Terma, be raiding, be scouting, be denying vision, harassing. I need to be doing that, like, every fucking game. Number 1. Number 2, if I can't break their, like, town center, obviously try to deny the town center. That's, like, the best. And maybe have my scouts near their town centers to prevent this from happening in the first place. So try to prevent the town center in the first place, number 2. Number 3, recognize that the serpents use the god power, like, just assume that they're using it intentionally and they're not just fucking wasting shit. That should have been a red flag, especially next to the town center. I just didn't put 2 and 2 together. Number 3. Number 4, if I can't break this position and whatever position that's similar like this in the future with Prometheans, then I need to be thinking about aging up. Because I'm like, okay, I need the siege to destroy this, and the timing advantage of having a better tiered god power, aka chaos, to really put some pressure on while I'm harassing. And because I'm harassing, ideally, I'm distracting them, I'm ripping their attention away, I'm causing them to make a response over here, focus more in their base, focus less on expanding, while I come up here with destroyers and Arcus and more satyrs and just continue to put pressure on. If I would have aged up first, I could have been focused on aggression, and then later get the bow saw and the other upgrades, that, you know, the plow. I'm running out of goats here, so I'm having to transition into farms anyway. This is kind of late. I should have been doing this farm transition way earlier. Because now look, all bunch of idle fucking citizens. I could have gotten these berries, I suppose, but just not really efficient. And I saw the 2 boar at the start of the game and thought this was going to be a high hunt map, but I don't fucking really see a lot of hunt. This is a very low hunt map. Yes, there's that nice pack of deer over here, but that quickly ran out. So I should have taken some of these citizens over here, got these berries, should have been throwing up some farms in the meantime, because that costs wood. You only need food and gold to age up. And instead of getting those economic upgrades, I should have canceled all military production, canceled all military or economic upgrades, aged up, then continue to pump out military, then continue to get the economic upgrades, and then I feel like I would have been in a better position to then attack and dispute this area. But he just got away with a lot. I could have been putting pressure over here. I just wasn't aggressive enough with my terma in terms of harassing, I was just very intimidated, and this is something I need to get better at. Yeah, and I'm going to practice getting better at this. So, good match. GG's. I don't know why he resigned. I feel like he was in a great spot. But GG's anyway. This was a great learning lesson. Thank you for the lesson, my friend Retardo. I will definitely become a better player as a result of this match. So I appreciate you. And thank all of you, beautiful people, for watching this match. If you if you enjoyed this match, please hit the like button on this video, subscribe to see more, and tap the link in the description below if you'd like to become a patron to support the channel, support me making these videos for you. It'd be a big help. All right, thank you, everybody, and I will see you in the next one.